somebody who can carry on a conversation would be perfect for you.
Oh, that's true. But, you know, there's still no hope. Because the minute he walks through the door, he will walk right past me when he sees you, Isabella. They all fall for you every time. It's hopeless.
Well, in a few years, you will both be old maids, and I will be a beautiful daughter. And they will all be falling for me. I think someone's coming.
Cucinero.
Signora Pantalone, yes.
Fine thing has happened, but there's a problem. I found a new suitor for Shruella.
Oh, you have? Well.
She's never heard of her before.
That will do it.
And I've invited him to dinner.
Oh, so we should feed him something really fine.
Yes, of
All
course.
right.
And he will come to dinner, and we will dine together.
Yes.
And he will see Shruella and talk to her. And then he will see Isabella, and he will fall madly in love with her and not look at Shruella ever again for the whole evening. Just like the last time.
And the time before.
And the time before.
And the time before. Yes.
I have it!
A solution to both our problems. You need Isabella out of the way, and I need a little bit more kitchen help.
Like that again?
Yes.
I know you're the finest chef.
We don't have to pay her. We just need Isabella out of your dining room and out of your house and in my kitchen. Therefore, she won't run into this fellow, your new dupe, and she will not stand in the way.
And I won't have to pay her. A wonderful idea. Let's put this into practice immediately. She's coming to dinner soon.
Oh, this is an absolutely wonderful plan. Because you see, whenever they walk in and they see me, I'm dressed in my finery. If I'm a servant, he'll never notice me. They never look at his servants.
Are you sure I can't be the one in the kitchen? Instead of being offered for sale to the highest bidder?
Well, he's not exactly the highest.
All right. It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
There's gonna be some fun tonight, but don't tell anyone. It's a secret.
Verbatim! I don't understand. We're going to the first part of a party? Verbatim! The whole party.
It's all about you.
About me?
Yes.
I mean, I'm new here. Who knows me?
Well, my master Pantalone wants to meet you.
Wait, your
Because
master
you're
isn't
here.
a magistrate by any chance, is he?
No, my master Pantalone is the richest merchant in town.
Really? Does he like to play games?
Oh, yes. He plays games all the time.
Excellent. Lead on. Let us go to this this party.
Yes.
Arnachino, is this the famous Petruchio?
No, this is just Petruchio.
This one's on your Pantalone. Our pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all his.
You are Pantalone. What a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I am. It is.
I have heard so much about you. I hear that you are a wealthy man.
Yes.
I don't know about your family. I've heard about that you like to play games.
Oh, yes. Games, yes.
Well, excellent. Then I think we will get along famously. Are you all right?
No, I'm fine. It's such a pleasure to meet a new person. It's always good to have new friends, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
See, I told you he'd like you.
What's going on?
Well, he might be a bit too shallow for our task at hand.
No. He'll make a fine son-in-law.
I'm sorry. I'll make a what now?
A fine son-in-law.
This town is amazingly hospitable.
I have a beautiful daughter, and she needs to be married.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, I hadn't really thought to be married, although why not? After all, I have been unlucky in love before, and never found a woman that truly suited me. Perhaps, if I cannot marry for love, then I must marry for wealth. You did say you were wealthy.
Oh, I did. Very wealthy.
It sounds like a deal. Well struck, sir. I think we can make an arrangement.
Well, let's go on and talk about the specifics of this legal.
By all means, I would like to hear all about this dowry. I mean,
It's supposed to be dinner. There's no dinner for me.
Oh, it's so wonderful with love in the air, and then you'll be married.
Oh,
it's so
married.
wonderful because don't you want to get married? It's going to be so wonderful. You look so pretty in your beautiful dress, and you'll be so happy, and you'll smile.
Oh, Isabella, I don't think so. But I suppose we could give it a try. Hello.
I have a message.
You have a message. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Verbatim?
Verbatim?
No, that was the other message. You're wanted by your father, and you're supposed to go to the kitchen with me. There might be food.
And there might be food. You better go. Father is summoning you.
Well, good luck.
Oh, Shruella!
Hello, Graziano.
Allow me to introduce to you
Oh,
Petruchio.
why hello, Petruchio.
He's a
Pleasure to
Yu-Gi-Oh!
meet you.
This is Shruella, who, if I were Pygmalion, I'm sure would be Galatae. You were a bit sharp today.
I am always sharp, and I will not be Galatea to your Pygmalion. My flesh will never be warm for you.
He's a university man.
I'm sure. I hope I haven't upset you by my arrival.
Certainly not. Please, I apologize for the ill manners of our friend Graziano.
Oh, not at all. He seems a very pleasant fellow, very charming. Yet everyone here is so pleasant. I've found your father very pleasant, and now here I find he spoke of your beauty, but clearly he understated the case. I mean, I have never seen so fair a face.
Oh, Petruchio.
Yes.
You are so uncreative. I mean, my face. Certainly, I do have a face, but am I merely a visage, merely a vessel to you?
Well, certainly. Such a vessel as might be fit such a daughter of such a wonderful
So my
husband,
face
father.
has eyes to see and mouth to speak, to tell a man like you that your lips issue banalities and platitudes at every turn. Have you no honesty in you to see what is me, what is beyond my physical self?
Clearly I have upset you, and I apologize for that. It was not my intent. Surely the two of us can certainly get along and
I'm so sorry.
Who is this? What? This is outrageous! What kind of hospitality is this? You call this a servant? It's almost like she's never served before! This is ridiculous! Sir, I am offended by this. I don't know.
Sorry.
These cookies are delicious looking. But at any rate, I have never seen the like before.
I'm sure. Fine. Please, I will have her chastised. You there! What did you mean by dumping this plate of...
Don't you have something to do in the kitchen right now?
I'm so sorry for this. I apologize.
Oh, yes, of course. But really, there's no need to yell at her. I'm sure it wasn't her fault. I'm sure that the charming creature was simply distracted.
Yes,
by your beauty. I think. Excuse me. I'm going to just clean up a bit, and I'll be right back. Yes.
Not again! I hate this dress.
But you look lovely.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable and hard to get it. Oh, on! Ooh, those laces don't need to be that tight, Isabella.
Well, he's trying to make a princess in it.
A princess? Well, that's a trick. Here, help me with this here. Oh, Arlecchino, you're going to help me out here. My sleeves, and it's all just, I'm being trussed like a...
Remember,
Arlecchino!
you want to try to be nice to him.
I can't be nice to him. I've already met him. What he offered me was the same old... Arlecchino, the same old things that every other man who has come here has offered to me has no interest in me.
Maybe if you
As a
let him get
person
away
and
twice.
Arlecchino! Oh, Bianca, could you help me out here with my... Is my hair good? Bianca!
comb.
I need a comb. I do not need a comb. comb. I do not need a comb. Thank you very
You
much.
just try to
To
be
be
sweet
sweet
to
to
him.
him?
Maybe.
What kind of sweet? I don't think I can do sweet. I'm not sure I know how to do sweet.
This is how Aunt Flaminia does it.
You let her stay out late. Oh my goodness, that's a terrible idea.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm absolutely not going to do like Aunt Flaminia does. Absolutely out of the question. We will have an intellectual discourse or none at all. Ah! All right, I've had enough. I've had enough. Stop tying me. Stop tying me. I've had enough. I can go like I am. Well,
Good luck.
I'm going to need it.
Come on. Arlecchino.
My hat.
Isabella, now that you're working in Cucinero's kitchen, it's time to learn some things about making food. Something that satisfies people, something that feeds them. Pastry. So first, we start with some flour. We have a little bit of salt and some water and some oil. All right, now, so some flour in the bowl. Oh, come on. There. Flour in the bowl. All right, all of it. Good. And now, a little salt. Stir it up. Just like I taught you. Right? Lilio, my son, we have help. We have help, finally! All right. Yes, excellent. And now some water. All right. All right. A little bit. Oh, a little more. Do a little more. Oh. All right. Excellent. All right.
Here I am in my own kitchen with my splendid chef,
Yes.
Cucinero. I hired him away from the Doge, you know.
Yeah.
He is the best chef in all of Italy.
Yes.
He makes splendid food, delicious food,
At your service.
one of which is currently out at the party. It is all in here. If you could see your magnificent way clear to bring some food to my guests.
Yes. Sorry.
That
sorry.
would be splendid.
Yes, right away. We'll be ready momentarily.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, let's go. It's a good start. Lilio, grab the other end of the kitchen, would you?
Well, as I
Sebastiani.
was saying, Leda was inspired by Zeus when he made himself into a swan's neck.
Oh!
And of course she loved him.
Oh, that's revolting, Graziano. Leda was deceived by the god, not in his godly form, but all choice over her life was taken from her by his deception.
But she had Castor and Helen, and nothing bad happened from that.
Honestly, Graziano.
But enough of this classic talk. We are here for these two to talk to each other.
Indeed. You are looking spectacularly beautiful this evening. This gown is the
Let's not
height
go
of the
there
Roman fashion. The fashion in
Rome. You've been to Rome.
well, of course,
Oh,
I have traveled
dreamed
widely.
of Rome. I have dreamed of the Vatican library.
Coliseum, the
Imagine
sporting events. It is spectacular.
thrill of opening
The
a
riding, the
book.
horsemen
Oh,
in
just
Rome are just the finest.
Having my soul illuminated by knowledge.
What now?
Illuminated by knowledge. You too
In
have
Rome.
a soul that could be illuminated. Yes, and without
No. Rome is a place of festivals and parties, of drinking and carousing and sportsmanship, of great men of arms and did I mention the drinking? There's a great deal of drinking in Rome.
There's so much more to Rome than
Oh,
that.
there is indeed. There are concerts with music that is spectacular and
learning and
learning. Yes. Yes. Oh, I enjoyed my years in the university very much.
you're educated.
Oh, indeed. Yes, I am. I went to a lecture once. It was recommended to me. The professor was so dull that I was asleep in 2 minutes. I slept the entire 3 hours and it only cost me 40 scudi.
Imagine giving up such an opportunity.
I know. Thank you.
You are not helping. You are making this more difficult for me. You can get
Clearly, I've done something wrong. I'm so sorry. There's really no reason for you to be mad at her. I mean, after all...
No, I should be angry at you.
There's no
that
reason...
you are mooning over the servant staff. Have you no sense of your own station and your own honor that you have eyes for the lowly in the household?
I only noticed her because she made you look so much more beautiful by comparison. And really, there is no call for you to be jealous of yourself.
Jealous! I am not jealous. Despairing, perhaps. Angry. Well, the word you were looking for is envious. And no, I am not.
Well, that went well.
Well, there are so many things that make life complicated like this, but you're a good fellow, and certainly a little hiccup like this is not going to stop from
Well, I have to tell you, I don't know that this arrangement is really for me. I seem to be putting my foot in it every time I speak to your daughter. Surely some other men will have better luck with her than I.
It's just her nature. It shows how much she appreciates you, that she takes the time to correct all of
I
your
don't think you're listening to her. No, I think she doesn't like me very much.
Trickio, when I saw your face, I did not see the face of a quitter. I did not see the face of a man who is going to go half-heartedly into some venture where the first little hiccup, you're going to say, oh, that's not for me.
This is not a little hiccup. I think there is something special about your daughter.
It's a big hiccup.
It could be a big hiccup, yes. It could be an
Sometimes
enormous
quitting
hiccup.
is a good thing. Father Grifferosto said that Lent is coming up and we should all quit eating all sorts of good foods.
Yes, Arlecchino.
You know, Arlecchino, I have to say that I feel really awful. Now that I've gotten to know you, I feel like I should return all that money I won from you. I just wouldn't feel right.
Oh, no, you're sounding like a quitter again. My good man, you are bold, you are intrepid, you are not going to be deterred by some little thing like this.
You're not the sort of person who goes back on a contract, are you? An agreement that we made, the two of us?
It is true. We made an agreement.
Yes!
And so
I can't do it! I can't
I will
do it!
try
Keep
one
the
more
money.
time. What?
Yes.
Keep the money! Master Pendulum is right. You don't want to go back on a contract.
That's just what I was saying.
Excellent!
I will try one more time
Excellent!
and see if I cannot win her heart.
You stay, think about it. I have a room in the house that is available. It is right next to Shruella's room.
That's grand.
And I am sleeping.
Does it lock?
No, it doesn't lock it, and neither does her room, and I sleep very soundly.
That's wonderful. Why, My grandfather's about your age, and he has to wake up every 2 hours to go to the bathroom. So it's good for you.
Yes, very good. I will be sleeping soundly, not hearing a thing all night.
So let's talk about this.
In the morning, yes.
The master is very optimistic.
Favorite turnip. I don't mind if you keep the money, but...
Oh, I'm sorry, was that turnip important? Well, what's to do?
Ah, you must be this Petrucci I've been hearing about.
Indeed, I am. Pleasure to meet you. You were responsible for the powder cookies.
Were they good?
Well, they were delicious. Perhaps you can help me.
Well, perhaps.
I, as you may have heard, am engaged to Shruella.
Yes.
And I cannot seem to make her happy. Everything I say to her, and I say all the right things. I tell her how beautiful she is, and how her hair sparkles like gold, and her eyes like rubies, and the whole bit, but it doesn't seem to work. No. So, do you know Shruella?
Oh yes. I've known her for years.
So,
I've worked here ever since.
all right. So, what do I do? I mean, if you were in love with Shruella, and what would you do? I mean, if I were Shruella and you were me, what would you say?
Well,
How do you speak to a woman like that?
You say, well, good day, Shruella. How are you?
All right, and then she says something horribly insulting. Does that not happen with you? Because it happens with me every time.
No,
Maybe
we
it's
talk
me.
every day. And she's perfectly civil.
So what do you do? How can I be more like you? I mean, maybe that's what I'll do. I should behave like you. If she likes you and I behave like you, then surely she'll like me.
Of course. She's clearly not so perceptive as to catch on that you're putting it on.
So wait. So if I shouldn't act like myself.
No, not at all. Clearly, because that's not working.
Because she doesn't like me. And I shouldn't act like somebody else.
No, because that won't work. Because you're protected.
So what you're saying is it's hopeless.
I try not to take hope away from someone.
Maybe, I mean, it's like I'm trying to see beneath the surface. But I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Well, all right. She is a woman of great substance. She has almost no surface. The surface is not her major quality. Whereas, as I'm getting to know you, I'm finding the surface is your major quality. And that suggests a difficulty.
Look, so if what I want to do is just get along with her, I mean, obviously, perhaps she'll come to like me. I mean, I'm not such a bad fellow. But if I just want to get along with her... If I just want to get along with her, what do I have to do at a bare minimum to just not bite every time we speak? Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Sometimes oil and water, they won't mix.
Isabella! What's the matter? What's the matter? He saw you. And you saw him. Oh, and your heart went pit-a-pat. I'm sorry, what? No, nothing that could be ruined. I got that wrong. There is nothing that wasn't going to be ruined anyway.
I can do. I've ruined everything, and there's nothing I can do, and there's no way to fix it. I don't know what to do, and I can't fix it. And then she's gonna be ruined. Wait! I know what we should do.
What?
We should make fresh tarts. Fresh tarts make everything better.
You are correct.
Tarts. Tarts.
Let's make some tarts.
She likes tarts. Arlecchino likes everything. Everyone likes tarts.
Yes?
Everyone likes tarts.
Even Petruchio probably likes tarts. So, let's... Let us make some tarts, and I will tell you some stories that will educate you in ways that you need. Come on.
Cantillone. Graziano, things are not going as well as they could be.
Cantillone, I think the wheels have fallen off the cart, as they say. But, there is great historical precedent for this sort of thing. It seems to me that this Petruchio is quite a clever fellow, and he is involved with a certain amount of what we call brinksmanship. Brinksmanship is when you take some situation and make it...
I know what brinksmanship is.
And when you get to the
What
brink,
a clever fellow he is.
anything could happen.
He is trying to drive the better bargain for
This
the
Petruchio,
So Petruchio,
he's seeing what he can get out of it.
Petruchio,
Yeah.
in truth, I do not like you very
That's just what I was saying.
much. Well, see, now that's an honest statement. I can respect that.
And I don't like you very much.
Well, I know. That's also an honest statement. But you know, I have a duty to my father.
And I, too, made an oath to your father. So I feel like perhaps we might be able to, for your father's sake,
For my father's sake. Just for my father's
just
sake.
for your father's sake,
Maybe
perhaps we could pretend to get
We could
along.
pretend to get along. We could
Just to make them happy.
make this work out somehow.
Absolutely.
If you can keep your wandering eyes on Petruchio. I shouldn't. I can't. I mustn't.
I have made a terrible mistake.
Petruchio.
You must wait.
I'm very sorry. I have some very important business to do.
Wow, that's
Oh, Cuccinero!
Truella!
Why are men such dolts?
Well,
Because they're men.
because they're men, and largely because they are young men.
Oh yes, yes, it's been all
They have
young
not
men.
learned.
No, not a thing. They haven't learned to speak to women. They haven't learned how to act in public. It's just, no, they really haven't.
No, you are the sort of woman. You are young, but you have an old mind. You understand. Yeah. Well,
All right, yes, yes, all
So,
right, you understand.
When you are face to face with a young man, all you get from him is a bunch of tripe and banality and
Yep, that's exactly it.
and they don't know that you know.
All right, so here's what I need you to do,
Yes,
Cuccinero.
yes.
I need you to explain to me how to get along with men.
Truella,
Yes?
you are never going to get along.
What's all that noise?
We're gonna have fresh tarts tonight.
Fresh tarts. Oh, I love tarts.
Some trouble in the kitchen, I'm sorry.
What is it at this hour, Graziano?
I had to tell you more about Europa and the bull.
Oh! Must you always be so revolting? Ah!
Well, I had actually planned to talk to you a little bit about Andromeda and the Kraken.
Oh! Keep your tentacles to yourself.
I don't know why you treat me like this. I always treat you very nicely, and I.
Trella, there you are, my devoted, dutiful daughter. My daughter who always has the best interests of her family at heart.
I leave you two alone.
Father, you know I have a sense of duty, but this Petruchio, I just don't know if I can do it.
But you're such a strong girl.
I am strong, and I suppose I could Oh, there's Isabella to think of and Beata.
Yes.
No.
I would hate to tell your poor sisters that they have to go to the nunnery.
Oh, no, not that. Please, not that. I'll marry Petruchio. Don't send Isabella and Beata. Don't belong in the nunnery. Please don't.
Excellent. Yeah, I have arranged for Petruchio to have a room right next to yours.
Father!
I am going to go to sleep now and sleep very heavily. Not hearing anything.
Welcome.
So good. Yes.
I just don't understand it. Petruchio is so sweet and nice
Like a tart.
and charming. He's like a tart. Everybody loves tarts. Shirella loves tarts.
Right.
Shirella does not love.
No? Well, sometimes when you're cooking, for example, you have certain ingredients that just don't mix.
Like oil and water.
For example,
But
yes.
we mix those into the tart crust and they're working splendidly.
Yes. That calls for a third party. By which I mean the flour.
He's just so wonderful and charming.
Isabella, there you are. I need just a moment. I know that I'm sworn to marry your mistress, but I have abandoned. I've just come from Penta. I told Pantalone that I cannot marry Shruella. I thought I would never love, and that is the only reason that I agreed to marry for money. But now. What do you think you're doing? We're just having a little conversation here. My old friend here. Why don't you just enjoy your tart there and enjoy your tart. Isabella, I have never loved a woman. I have seen so many beautiful women touted as the most beautiful in the world, and yet none of them has touched me the way you have touched me. No. Isabella? There are tarts that need your attention. Listen, I am having a conversation here. The two of you are going to wait until it is done. Am I perfectly clear? Isabella. I know you are only a servant, but I must marry you. Will you marry me?
So
be some solution to this problem.
Well, the two of you can't marry until Shrilla's married. Or dead.
You are a terrible I'll never find a man.
The thing is, what Truella needs is a man who is not given to youthful, immature behaviors. Like throwing food. My food. Someone who understands himself, someone who's good at what he does, and someone who cares about doing it.
Yes, I agree.
Someone
completely.
intelligent.
Yes.
Someone who has more substance than surface.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone
Absolutely.
educated.
Someone educated.
I know who she should marry!
Sebastiani.
She should marry me! Yes!
I know. There is an answer to this problem. I do need a man who is intelligent, who knows his craft, who is not young and foolish, a man who cares about me, for me. And I know exactly who I need.
Truella, certainly I'll have you. That's pretty good.
Tell you what, you have to get out of these dirty clothes. What?
You have good food all over you.
Isabella can get married. Yes. Double wedding is cheaper.
You're right. Double wedding it is.
Hello, I know I could have made her very happy.
Fraziano, that's what every man thinks about every woman.
All right, Tino, have some pudding.
Please have this all cleaned up by the morning.
There's a lot of comedy at Pennsic this year. Last night we had Verdi Confusi by us. Tomorrow night we're going to have E. Genesi. Tuesday, big night. We're starting off with, I'm sorry, this is Iron Comedia early, and then we will be performing at the Bathhouse stage, not Bathhouse stage, the amphitheater stage, from 6:30 to about 7:30.
Do I get a front row seat again?
You do. One more. The amphitheater show will be directed by Maestro Kobayashi. We're trying to make a special effort for people to realize that the amphitheater is a really fine place for a show to happen. It will be clear weather. It'll be dry for about 36 hours when it's there. Come. It's a great place to see a show.
Yay!
That's tonight's show. I hope you enjoy it.